Going live. Going to light some incense today. Wait for people to come in. Hey, my friends, and welcome. Hey, Naomi. Thank you for joining me. I know, I did. Well, I washed it today, and it gets really wet or whatever, so I have to, like, let it dry. Otherwise, it won't dry for, like, 2 days. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm super excited. Do you guys have a good full moon? We still have one more day that we can do rituals and stuff as well too. So if you did miss it, you can still do your rituals as well. Have my incense. Oh, I'm going to set this up really quick while everybody is coming in. Give me just a second. Can you guys hear me? Alright, so let's do this. Next. So I'm going to do this for the 6th and the 7th. Because I am kind of delayed today. I mean, it's already the 6th. So we're just going to kind of do both, see what comes through. All right. I'm good. All right, thank you. Hey, welcome from India. Yes, let me know where you guys are coming from. I'd like to say hey and hello, and thank you for joining. That was yes for the full moon, I think. That's what I just saw too. Oh, I forgot. Let me look. The weekend got me all like forgetting what I was doing. Why was it? Okay, hold on. Here we go. Okay. Good. I'm glad y'all can hear me. Yes, now I can see the chat really well. Otherwise, it like disappears on my phone because it's on my phone. But all right. Yeah, in just a second, we'll start with all the zodiacs and see what's going on. Yeah, let me know how you're doing. Like I said, how the full moon went. How you guys feel? I went through like with the full moon, I was like super energized, and then today I felt really exhausted actually. But I'm still like really excited. It was weird, but today like I actually slept until like 9, which is not like me at all. I usually get up at like 5 or 6. I just couldn't get enough sleep, but I mean, I kind of go with what my body needs at the time too. I feel like that's important, so I did. I slept for a little bit longer today. And it could have been too because like I hiked most of the weekend, and I'm not always used to doing that sort of thing. But I do like to get out in nature as much as possible. Yes, and I'm seeing that so much, Kasey, with, well, I just sent, you sent me the stuff too about our childhood, and actually when I went on the camping trip this weekend, that's mainly what me and my other friend talked about, was how this stuff from our childhood is coming to the surface, and it's like this has really just been happening for me personally in the last couple years, and it is like, it's kind of blowing my mind a little bit, but it is crazy though. I didn't realize how much certain things affected me, like I said, up until a couple years ago, but now that I see that, I'm going, whoa, like, this has to be healed. And then I'm seeing it with so many other people, like, and it is, I say traumatized because I do feel like we have been traumatized because it's against our loving nature, like our natural nature of being love. So that is traumatic for our souls. Make sure I didn't miss anything. That's, like I said, I was super energized like the first day, and then today I was tired and I was like, whoa, drained, and I usually don't feel that way. So I definitely, I mean, I understand that, but I'm glad that you feel a lot better now. And I know it does that too. I mean, it's a lot of energy that's coming through, that we're soaking up, and we're getting downloads, we're getting all kinds of things that are happening right now too. And it was also the Sirius portal as well too, from the 5th to the 7th. And this was like more enlightenment and more things that was coming through as well too. I don't know too much about it, but I was reading about it a little bit today, and it seemed pretty cool. But if you look up a Sirius portal, it was from July 5th to the 7th, kind of similar to the Lionsgate portal on 8/8 in August. But just like where you get a lot of like downloads and stuff like that. Really cool stuff. But oh, thank you. I appreciate you being here very much. You had a dream about Pleiades after the eclipse. See, that's what I'm thinking. We're becoming more aware of like our past lives and different things like that. We're getting messages and stuff, and I don't know how much you guys resonate with those sort of things, but I really do. I don't, once again, know a whole bunch about it. I'm learning it as I go, but I do resonate with definitely, Pleiades and the Sirius and stuff like that, and us getting information, and us just really being old souls and have lived in many different galaxies and among other people. So I think it's really cool. All right, my dear friends, I guess I will start with Aries. We will see what's going to go on for the 6th and the 7th for Aries. What messages are coming through for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising. Atlantis, I'm actually drawn to that too, Kasey. I have been, and I feel like that's where I kind of started with everything that I did, was with crystals, and then kind of like the Atlantis stuff and reading about it. And I was obsessed with it when I was a kid, like the Bermuda Triangle, and then like where did Atlantis go and all that kind of stuff. I would go to the library and like, find books on these things. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. I just want to give these a really good shuffle. I did do a couple readings earlier and I didn't shuffle these out. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Saturn placement. So Saturn's like what we're learning, our discipline in our lives, like where we really need to look at and focus on. So it just depends on where Saturn actually is in your chart, what house it's in, what it aspects, those sort of things, to what it's teaching you. But a lot of times you can find Saturn and then that is what you're supposed to be working on. So say it was in your 10th house, that's career, and like what you look like to the world, those sort of things. So you would be focusing on your career. If it was on your 6th house, that would be, service, those sort of things to other people, and your health. It just depends, like I said, where it lands in your chart, but you can find it. And then you can actually Google like Saturn in whatever house it's placed in, and then that'll show you what you kind of need to focus on, where you're supposed to be learning. And you may notice too, like I have noticed with myself, like it is a big area that I need to focus on more. That's like where I lack discipline the most a lot of times. So it's pretty interesting though. Wait, I just said Saturn. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. So we had the King of Wands, Aries. So you may be dealing with another Aries, or this could be you. You might be pulling yourself together right now, though, with your passion and actually really feeling on top of your game. I can kind of feel that. Like you just feel like you're in the right direction right now. You have the Page of Swords. This could be a message coming through. Let's see. All right, so you have the Page of Swords and you have the Four of Pentacles and the Empress card as well too. So Aries, I feel like you guys may be focusing on one thing very much. You're trying to grow something right now, but it's almost like daunting is the word that I'm feeling like. You're wanting to grow a little bit faster and it's not getting there right now. And even though you're putting a lot of energy and passion into it, it's like you are holding on to this one thing and going, you know what, this is going to work. And it will work is what I feel like. But at the same time, you got to keep pressing forward. And it's like it's not growing right this second. You're not seeing, you know, the fruits of your labor kind of thing right this second. But it is coming through. I feel like the Empress is showing, yes, it is growing. You're doing the right thing. You may also be dealing with a air sign is what I feel like for some of you too. So I was just feeling that some of you may be hanging on to some words that they have said to you and to kind of move past that at this point too, because you are growing as a person. And sometimes we have to let go of like what people say and how they feel about us. And yes, we do get kind of caught in stuck on what people say about us, and we want to hang on to it and believe it. But for you, Aries, I do kind of feel like you guys, you know, it's time for you to keep moving forward and press forward. Whether this means that you are trying to like grow a business or a passion or anything like this, or you're dealing with another person right now, you know, I feel like Spirit is coming through for you and saying, okay, it's time for you to just keep pressing forward. You're growing yourself. Like, you're growing into a beautiful thing. Everything that you do right now is going to reward you eventually. Just don't think that, like, because you're not seeing anything right this second, that it's not going to happen kind of thing. It is happening. But I would say for you too, when I see the Four of Pentacles, to just release any negativity that you have right now towards any other people or any like thoughts that you're having, because it's like you're in a good space, but at the same time, there's something that's kind of hanging you up and holding you back at this point. But I've definitely released that because you're on the right path and you know that you are, but there might just be this thing that like keeps like nagging at you kind of thing. So let that go and make sure that you are keeping forward and, you know, being positive with yourself kind of thing. Yes, I'm on Aries. I'm about to go to Taurus. I'll wait for a second. Hello, all my friends. Thank you for joining me. I feel like I'm more soft-spoken today, too. I don't know. Just the energy. We're going to go Taurus, though. So, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. What messages are coming through for Taurus right now? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Do another shuffle. Have you guys ever watched that movie, The Witches, from like, I think it was 89 or 90? I'm sorry, I just thought about it and I watched it last night and I thought about how like, I don't know, they portray these women that eat children and stuff like that, and I don't know, I just thought it was really weird. But I remember watching it when I was a kid. Taurus, my dear friends, let's see. We have the Devil card as the energy right now. We have the King of Swords. So the Devil card, whenever I see it, I really feel like you're hanging on to something, and you could be working a lot too. You're just like trying to make sure that you're doing the right thing. You're always keeping everything balanced. You don't ever want to look like you know, you're not doing enough, and you may kind of feel like bound to this situation. Like, I have to keep working. I can't stop working at this point. I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. We have the King of Swords as well, too. So you may be dealing with an air sign, or you're dealing with just in yourself, you know, balancing everything and making sure that you're doing the right thing. I always think of Libra with the King of Swords and balance. But you also have the Page of Wands too. So it's like you're ready to go in a new direction, but you have to kind of release this behind you. Like, you know it's going to be good for you. There's some things that you have to learn still to move forward, and that maybe scares you a little bit. So it's like, why not hang on to something that I know is stable and that I know is working versus, you know, trying something new. So let's see what this outcome is here, because I am pretty sure Spirit's wanting you to move forward at this point. Because when I'm seeing the Devil card, this is, you know, more of a negative aspect. This is something that is binding you to it because you just feel like you have to. Not because of love, not because of emotion, not because of anything positive. A lot of times just because you feel like it. It's a heavy feeling. So you had the Three of Swords here too. So you do have a lot of air energy going on, and I feel like you guys are kind of afraid to step out of your comfort zone right now and to move into a different passion because of past situations. I would definitely say don't be afraid to move forward with something if you do feel like you're tied down, and it could be even with a person that I feel like as well too, especially seeing this Three of Swords. You may have got some bad information about a partner and you're not sure what to do. And when I'm seeing this Page of Wands, this is like moving forward. Let's go. We don't know exactly the direction, but we are making a positive change in our lives right now to make our lives better at this point too. But definitely, Taurus, if anything is feeling heavy to you right now and like weighing you down, I would take a second look at it and make sure that it resonates still. Especially if somebody's hurt you, and I kind of feel that way for some of you, that there's been a situation that's been really hurtful, but you're kind of afraid to let go of it. But I do feel that Spirit does want you to move forward and let go of it, because this is going to be the best thing for you. Once again, like I said, whenever I see the Devil card, it's time to move past it. It's time to let go of it. Don't know what, okay, hold on. Yes, that movie was on the Disney Network when I was a kid too. I remember seeing it in theaters with my grandma, and like, I was scared of it. I'm not gonna lie, for a while. It was scary to me. I do too. I know that a lot of the information about witches and Wicca and stuff like that is very like suppressed, and because it had to do with a lot of feminine energy, and I'm not like a feminist or anything like that, but I do know that it's been suppressed. Feminine energy has been for a while. So I do think it's interesting that they took such a negative standpoint on witches in the movie, and like, that's not what it's ever been about. Like, I feel like I watched hours and hours and hours. All right, my friends, I'm going to go Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. What messages are coming through for Gemini? Ooh, we're already getting some stuff. Hold on, hold on. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. What messages are coming through? What would Spirit like us to know for Gemini? Cards want to fly out for Gemini right now. You have some things coming together, Gemini, I feel like. Like, I feel like you're actually able to kind of put some things in order. Get your thoughts together, almost. You may be dealing with a water sign as well, too. That's kind of being negative about things right now. Somebody that is emotional, being like overly emotional. They don't like the decisions that you're making, and I feel like this has to do with family. I feel like family's kind of weighing down on you, and you have like a clear picture of what you're wanting to do, but you have somebody that is kind of heavy weighing down on you, going, you know, this isn't right for your family, this isn't right for your home, this isn't the right move or direction that you need to make right now. I actually want to draw on, because I have the Queen of Cups in reverse, I have the Four of Wands in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse. But we started out with the overall energy with the Eight of Wands. So I feel like you're moving in the right direction, but then there's just other things that are happening around you that are making you go, nope, that's not right. You know, let me put my 2 cents in here and tell you why this isn't the right thing. It's like, this is upsetting how you make a decision too. We have the Ten of Wands here too. So this has become an overwhelming situation for some of you guys, is what I feel like. So definitely, I always say to make sure that you're using your intuition whenever you're making a decision. I feel like there's just some reliance in other people and just making sure that they're happy, which we always do. We always want to make sure everybody is happy around us most of the time, but I feel like people are just kind of being negative and not understanding the full picture. And so it's really affecting the decisions that you're trying to make over the next couple days, and it's just becoming very overwhelming. But I feel like you're going to get that too. I feel like you're going to go, you know what, I'm done with this, because we have the Ten of Wands. This is the end of a cycle. This is end of you going, I'm carrying this load anymore. I'm carrying these feelings and these emotions. I am going to do what I want to do at this point and move forward, because I feel like some of you are actually going to be traveling soon, Gemini, or moving. Definitely you're making plans to get you out of a situation. There's something else that you're wanting to do, and it must be so big though that it's like affecting people around you, and they're going, no, that's not quite, you know, right or anything. And they're wanting to, like I said, put those 2 cents in, and definitely listen to yourself. I feel like this has to do with you, and it's up to you to make these decisions at this point, and not to listen to these other people that are trying to be almost like a burden to you, I feel like, at this point. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I'll slow down just a little bit. And we'll go on to Cancer. I like to read y'all's comments too. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Yes, I did say that Gemini is dealing with a water sign, I feel like, or somebody that's very emotional, more than likely a female. I have to remember to put the timestamps up too, but it usually processes for like 8 hours, and I'm not sure why it takes so long, the lives. So I'm usually asleep when it does, but I got to get up and make sure. But Naomi, you normally do put my timestamps up, and I appreciate that so much. All right, we're going to go Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. What messages from Spirit want to come through for Cancer? Ooh, we got the Moon. This is you. This is you, Cancer. We have the Moon. So there might be a lot of things that you're thinking about and trying to get like a better idea and picture about right now. Almost an energy of backing off from something. Not quite sure, but you're taking time to make sure that you think about something before you move forward. We have the Queen of Pentacles, so you might be dealing with an earth sign here, or growing something. This could be about, okay, what's your next step in, a business or a relationship? What is the right thing for you to do? But I do kind of feel like you are taking a step back at this moment, which is not a bad thing at all. We have the Page of Cups as well, too. So this to me a lot of times is like messages coming through, or you're dealing with a water sign that is kind of like immature. Younger than you possibly. Let's see what the... So there could be a conflict going on. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. You guys might be dealing with a conflict that you've had to step back from in your family or home. I put those words together. But even with like a mother figure right now, you might be dealing with that. I'm seeing the Moon and the Queen of Pentacles. I do kind of sense some mother stuff going on here. And kind of not knowing what to say and not knowing what to do at this moment in order to move forward in this situation, because I feel like the conflict, I mean, it's literally upside down. Like, you know, you have an idea of what you want to say, but at the same time, you don't want to hurt somebody. You don't want to make the wrong move right now. You want to actually do it from a more loving space, from a more conscious space, rather than just kind of like lash out at someone. But I do feel like some of you are definitely dealing with, you know, like a mother type of figure or someone in your life right now too that you're having to take, you know, a step back from and really see, you know, okay, is this the right thing to do or not? I'm going to draw on the Moon as well too, just to get some clarity. We have the Knight of Wands. So I feel like you're ready to move forward with something, but once again, you just kind of stopped yourself. So for, okay, some of you, I do feel like you are dealing with a mother figure. Another, you know, some of you are also dealing with trying to move forward and just taking that time to make sure that you're doing the right thing, because you don't want to make the wrong decision, and that's it. And that's okay, like I'm saying, I really feel like this is a good thing. Seeing the Five of Swords in reverse, I feel like you guys are making a wise decision because you're not using ego. You're going opposite of ego at this point. You're going, I'm going to use intuition and make sure that I'm nurturing and growing this, you know, in a positive way, you know, so it can be a good thing for me right now. But no, I do. I think that you guys are actually really thinking right and you're on the right path. Oh, you need to check on a Cancer friend. I am feeling, like I said, some mother vibes, some issues with mothers as well too. Like I said, I got the Moon and the Queen of Pentacles. That kind of like immediately was like, okay, so, you know, there may be some issues at home. But I did feel like this is also just, you know, like some of you taking a step back, like I was saying, and making sure that you're making the right decision. And like I said, I don't feel like that was a bad thing. That was like you're just trying to tap into that intuition and make sure that you are moving forward the right way. I have to heal stuff with my mom as well too. And so in sidereal, I am a Cancer Moon. And so that's been interesting for me because I've been actually kind of like studying my birth chart in sidereal, and I'm more water than fire. So, but it is actually pretty accurate, which I know I've been talking about over the last, you know, week, ever since Stargirl kind of released the one thing, and I was like, okay, I'm interested in this. I want to know, you know, how accurate this is, and it is pretty accurate so far. I want to learn more before I can actually like speak more about it. All right, I'm going to go Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Leo, what information is coming through for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising? Leo rising, welcome. I am a Leo moon and tropical. Like I said, still working on what resonates the most. It actually kind of all resonates. It's like it's so close that like I can see where it fits. You have the Two of Swords that came out as the energy. This could be reuniting with someone, Leo, or making a decision. You know, something new may be coming your way and you're just not sure. You know, you're trying to make a new decision about it, like, okay. But it would be a brand new thing that's kind of happened. We have the Temperance card as well, too. So this could be about you going to school. It could be about, you know, just taking, you know, a new journey, doing something that is a little bit bigger than just I don't know. This would be a bigger decision that would be coming through that you're kind of having to work on. You could also be connecting with a Sagittarius that you're reuniting with. We have the Eight of Cups as well too. So I'm feeling like you guys are thinking about walking away from something over the next few days. You're not, you know, you're walking away from it because you know there's bigger and better out there. You don't want to hurt anybody, but at the same time, you know that it's going to be the best thing for you. Like I said, this is also, you know, the planet Jupiter. This is growing and stuff, but it's really about making that decision, and you're unsure of yourself right this second, and that's okay. But I feel like you guys are going to have to walk away from something or someone in the next day or so. And it's going to be a positive thing for you. I'm getting the Ace of Cups. You're going to realize after it's all said and done that this was good for you. But at the same time, it may feel really heavy at first. We do have this Eight of Cups. For some of you, this has also traveled to me. Definitely. We have Temperance and the Eight of Cups. This is traveling overseas. So for Leo, for you guys, I definitely would, you know, trust yourself. I think this has kind of been a theme for us over, you know, as I've been doing these readings, is really about trusting our intuition, because there's a lot of things that are kind of coming through for us collectively, and it is time for us to trust that intuition and know that we are on the right path. And for you, Leo, I feel like you have some big stuff that's going to be offered to you. Some really big stuff that's coming through, and it's something that's going to make you really happy, but you will have to leave some things behind that, you know, maybe home, family, those sort of things. You kind of have to tap out from that for a little while, because this does kind of feel like school and stuff to me too, you know, going back to university, to college, those sort of things. But it's going to be the best thing for you at this point. It's going to make you really happy is what I feel like, and it's something that you really do want to do. Yes, Virgo is next. I will slow down just a second. Let y'all. I like to read the comments like I said. Virgo rising, tropical, okay. All right, we'll go Virgo then. Sun, moon, rising, tropical or sidereal, whatever resonates. Virgo, sun, moon, rising. What messages are coming through for Virgo? What would Spirit like Virgo to know? For July 6th and 7th, what energy is coming through? You have the Fool card that came out as the energy. Ooh, you guys are starting something brand new that you're really excited about. It's Uranus energy as well too. It's something I feel like you're leaving behind completely, and you're okay with. You're okay with leaving this behind at this point. You're ready for it to be over with. We have the Four of Cups too. So I feel like for some of you, it's been offered for a while. You haven't taken somebody up on it, or you haven't taken the offer, and now you're starting to see, okay, maybe this is something that I do need to be doing right now. Because when I see the Death card too, it's like, yes, this does suck. I'm leaving this behind, but I know I don't need it anymore. But I feel like you're walking into this almost proudly, like you're ready to go. Like I said, we have this full energy that is coming through. But this is big stuff, too. You're making really big changes. Let's see what the outcome is. All right, we have the Tower. So this is big energy change for you guys, Virgo. Big stuff. Don't ignore any messages or anything that is coming through right now, because you're being divinely led at this point. And I do kind of sense that some of you are kind of, missing kind of some of the messages that are coming through because you're afraid of what it is. You can trust, once again, like I've been saying, we're talking about intuition right now. You can trust that intuition. It's leading you. It's time to end something. It's definitely time to end something, but I think you can feel that. You know that it's coming. So something big is coming over the next couple days that is going to end, but overall, the energy right here is very positive. You're going to feel better about it once it actually happens. I feel like it's almost one of those things, you know, when you think about it, you're scared of it, but then when it actually occurs, you're like, you know what, it wasn't as bad as what I thought it was. And it is something that's kind of been offered over and over again. And now you're going to be able to actually see it and go, okay, it's time for me to actually take a look at this cup, look at this, and see if it is better for me right now. And I feel like you guys are going to see that and actually start moving forward and leaving some things behind here. Like I said, dramatic changes are coming. I mean, you have 3 major arcana right here too, but I don't feel like this is a bad thing. I feel like this is something that is definitely headed to something more positive for you, and yeah, I feel like it's going to be good for y'all. Missing things from the divine. Yeah, I feel the same way. We have had a lot of heavy energy, and it's kind of hard to just make sense of it sometimes. Because we're trying to, yeah, just make sense of that energy too. Like, what's our energy? What is, you know, the collective energy? Those sort of things. And it's like, okay, so what is right for us right now? But we are being guided constantly, intuitively. And I feel like that is coming through pretty strong right now. And just with the energy in July, the astrology, the stuff that I've been looking at, we can trust ourselves. I really do believe that. And there's going to be a lot of big opportunities come through for all of us collectively, and it's kind of up to us to make that decision and to trust it at this point. It is scary though, I know it is, because I feel like a lot of changes are coming, but I don't, like I said, I don't feel like it's a bad thing at all. Alright, we're going to go Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. What messages are coming through for Libra? What does Spirit want Libra to know? We have the Knight of Swords as the overall energy. So there's something, and this is air energy, but this is like, I am ready to go. You may be lashing out at somebody. You might be ready to speak your truth to someone. You're like, I am done. Like, I am over it. You're not making me happy anymore. Ace of Cups, your cup is spilled over. You're not listening to someone at this point anymore. You're ready to speak your truth. You also have the Death card, but in reverse. And this feels like, to me, is because you know what is right for you. You don't have to end something. It's almost like somebody is trying to stop something. There is a conflict that is going on for you, Libra, and they're kind of trying to spill your cup over and go, you know what, you don't need this anymore, but you know better than that. You know that it is okay for you, and you're kind of moving forward knowing that, you know, this is the right thing for you. You're not going to let anybody else tell you that this is the wrong thing. But it is kind of, it's this conflict that is coming through with somebody else, and it could be another air sign, or it could be a Scorpio, because we are seeing the Death card. But I do feel like this is somebody coming through to you and going, you know, this isn't the right thing for you. I'm actually going to draw on this Death card in reverse too, just to make sure that I'm getting all the information. The Lovers. So Libra, you could be dealing with a partner here, a soulmate, somebody trying to kind of come through and control your life right now and tell you what you need. And I feel like you just know better. You know what you need in your life right now. You know what's best for you. There may be a little bit of conflict that is going on, but I feel like this conflict is going to be, as long as you come from a loving place, it's going to be a good thing. Because you're speaking your truth. But once again, always come from that loving place. You know, you're not just trying to be hateful and, you know, say this is what I need and what I want. You know, you're thinking of everybody in the situation. But at the same time, you know, I feel like somebody is trying to kind of control you at this point. And that's not fair either. And it could be definitely a partner. But Definitely stick up for yourself, but come from that loving place, always. All right, let's go Scorpio. How y'all doing? Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. What messages are coming through for Scorpio? Scorpio side reel? Okay. See how this one resonates with you. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. What's coming through for Scorpio? What messages does Spirit want Scorpio to know for the 6th and 7th of July? Ooh, okay. We have the 4 of Wands. We have the 3 of Swords. The overall energy is the 4 of Wands. So you guys might be, you know, dealing with home, with even like, you know, hanging out with family and friends right now. Let's see. With this 3 of Swords, though, you guys might be dealing with a partner as well, too. Something that's come through that's been hurtful. But I almost feel like you guys are like, you know what? I'm not going to let it hurt me right this second. Let's see what this outcome is. We have the 10 of Cups. Okay, so I feel like there's something almost from your past that has come up maybe over the last couple days, or is about to come up for you guys too. And it may have to do with a partnership or something like that, but at the same time, you're not letting it bother you, which is really cool. It's like you just keep pressing forward, and because you really just want, you know, those happy times, you want things to keep moving forward. You're not going to let this negative thing, because it's almost like this negative thing is attached to ego and, you know, something that isn't so loving at this point. It's like you're reassessing it. I'm going to draw on this Lovers as well, too. Good evening, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Yes, it's like you've got some negative news, Scorpio, but at the same time, you're just definitely not letting it bother you. We also have the 5 of Swords as well. So there may be some conflicts that do show up for you guys as well, too. Some changes, some things, but I am feeling also like this has to happen. This is confrontation that has to happen for you guys. I do sense that it has to do with home, too. So it may have been something around a party, around family or friends, and that can be really uncomfortable a lot of times. But it is. It's like you guys just keep moving forward, and you're okay with it, and everything is going to be okay. I mean, you have the 10 of Cups as the outcome. This is going to end something that you've been worried about for a while, something that you've been bothered about. Especially seeing the 3 of Swords. A lot of times I think of this card as like our ego talking to us and telling us negative things. And when we actually have that realization, we realize that ego isn't talking from love. And when we realize, okay, that can all be overcome with love, then we can move forward. I feel like that's what you guys are doing now, and you guys are going to end up with a really positive outcome, even though I do sense a little bit of conflict that's happened or will happen over the next couple days. A lot of, yes. It's hard to not have ego at home. It really isn't. It really is hard not to. It's hard to not have ego in general. We all have grown up with ego being how we were raised, honestly. I feel like no matter where any of us are from or anything, ego has been a big part of our lives. Let's go Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Yeah, I did Cancer, but I'm going to do timestamp so you can go back and watch it. You can also slide the bar back, and you should be able to watch Cancer. It's hard to do, it really is. I'm bad with ego wanting to talk a lot of times. We're going to go Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Especially like when you're in an angry moment, like if you are in a conflict with somebody, it's really hard to like shut that down. Like once you're already like upset, you're already in a space that you are ready to go and tell everybody how you feel. It's like, I don't know, it's hard to do. This is just the Rider-Waite classic one. It's my favorite. I have other ones, but I use this one the most. I've just connected to it a lot. I have the Wild Unknown too that I use a lot of times if I'm dealing with like a lot of people and stuff. That one seems to work well with that, and then Oracle cards too. But I like this one just for overall general readings. So we'll go Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. What messages are coming through for Sagittarius? So today we've dealt with ego and making decisions kind of collectively, and I notice a lot of times, and I see that even astrologically, we will deal with like a few signs kind of dealing with similar things because they are close. That's normal. And let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. Oh, we got Two of Swords. And we have the Six of Pentacles. And we have Four of Wands. So you guys, I feel like, are dealing with making a decision also, you know, making sure that you're doing the right thing at this point. And really trying to balance life the most. You may have some messages coming through for you also, or you could be dealing with a water sign. There's something that you've been working on for a while, kind of waiting for a message to come, I feel like. Kind of patiently, but I feel like this is all starting to kind of come together for you. And you may have had to even like reach out kind of thing and, you know, get help from other people. And there might even be somebody that you had to reach out with specifically, maybe a family member. But there is something that you're working on, like I'm saying, that I feel like is coming together for you guys right now. And I feel like it's something you've been thinking about for a long time, and you really haven't seen anything kind of unfold with it, but now it's kind of starting to unfold, and you can kind of see that, okay, this is going to work. I've been putting in all this hard work, and I'm starting to actually be able to see things happen for myself. Where I've seen a lot of different signs where that's not happening. The effort is going into, but we're not seeing, you know, anything happening yet. The fruit isn't growing kind of thing yet. I feel like for you, Sagittarius, you're going to actually start to get offers and start to see things happen. People are going to reach out to you and notice what you're doing over the next few days, and seeing that you are putting in a lot of hard work, which I think will be really good for you. Because like I said, I feel like you've been putting in lots of effort. And that's good. Hey, from Pennsylvania. Sagittarius, Moon, Tropical. Let's see, I'm Leo, Moon, Tropical. That's what, I'm more fire and tropical, but then more water in the side reel. But I kind of resonate with the water more, actually. Being more emotional. Yeah. I can see that, but I can also see my fire a lot as well, too. So we're going to go Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. And we're all the zodiac signs, like, all together. Bye. I'm assuming you're leaving? Okay. Oh, okay. Peace out. My husband. Sorry. Time to say goodbye. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. And it is interesting looking in your chart, seeing where the planets are and stuff, too, how you're being affected by everything. But we are all, you know, the zodiac signs, we're all the planets. All of that is affecting us in some way. And I think that's why astrology is really cool, because it breaks it down. My hubs, yes. He tries to be slick about it, but not as much. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. already had cards coming out. I feel soft-spoken today, you guys. I don't know why. Weird. Capricorn. What messages are coming through for Capricorn? Page of Cups in reverse. Maybe waiting on a message to come through. Maybe feeling like somebody's ignoring you. Somebody's not getting you some information. But we have the Nine of Cups as well too. So I feel like if you're waiting on something to come through, it's going to come through in the next couple days for you. We have the Six of Cups. So this maybe you're waiting on, I mean, it is a time that we're dealing with like a lot of family and friends and people from the past as well too. So you may get a surprise visit from someone also from your past, a family, you know, kind of person. And maybe you thought they kind of like ghosted you, or, you know, you thought that they weren't going to show up. But I feel like there is somebody that's about to show up and really surprise you and make you really happy. Definitely a big surprise is happening. You guys have the Nine of Cups and the Six of Cups. This is amazing, Capricorn. But I feel like, you know, overall, you're not sensing that right now. Maybe some negative stuff is going on. You're thinking, oh, this isn't going to happen. You might be dealing with a earth sign too that's supposed to be showing up. Maybe a father figure that you're waiting on. And I feel like you're going to be surprised by their presence and them being there for you at this time, which I think is really cool. But I feel like it's going to strengthen this relationship here too. Something that you always wanted to happen, and you've been waiting on it for almost years to come, and like this is happening for you, and it really is just kind of going to blow your mind. You're going to go, oh my gosh, you know, this is what I've needed for a while. I almost feel like hugs from dad, you know, a person coming through that you really just emotionally love so much. But there is this sense like you feel like it's not going to happen. You're not sure about it. Well, I do feel like it is going to happen for you, and you're going to have a positive surprise from someone here in the next day. And for some of you too, this does have to do with business. Whenever I see the King of Pentacles, he can also indicate like, you know, a business, you know, thing going on, situation that, you know, so you could be getting good news about business. But when I'm seeing the Nine of Cups and the Six of Cups too, I really feel like this is a person showing up for you that you've needed to come around for a while. So that's really cool. All right, my friends, we are going to go Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. What messages are coming through? I'm about to do Aquarius right now. Mostly water and tropical. That's kind of one thing about her as well too, because she's Gemini, and she was like, I don't want to be Gemini, and it's like, I'm actually surrounded by Geminis, and I actually love Gemini, so but I like to, you know, there's a lot of like decision making and you know, all over the place kind of energy, but it just, I feel like every sign kind of has that. Like we all have our negative and positive aspects, so it really doesn't matter what sign we are, it's just embracing it, you know. Learning to use it practically, and that's why I like astrology. I like all of it because it's like we have the information to use it practically. So we are going to go Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. I would not be afraid of your Gemini rising either. Yes, good. Yeah, because that's the thing. Geminis can talk to anybody and like make friends with anybody. My sister-in-law is a Gemini. Oh my gosh, everywhere we go, she knows somebody. She can find anything that she needs whenever she needs it. I know before, like if she's been broke down in the past, like in her car, she knows who to call. Like there's always somebody that she knows who to contact if there's any issues. And I don't have that. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm stuck. kind of thing. So I appreciate it a lot, actually. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. All right, Aquarius. What messages are coming through for you? Let's see. Ooh, Justice card. That's an air sign. Are ruled by Libra. There might be some karmic stuff that you're dealing with right now too. You also have the Sun card, so I feel like it is positive. You may be literally dealing with, you know, court stuff right now, some of you, that is going to end up, you know, and be positive. And I also have the Emperor card too. Some of you may be dealing with moving and like buying property and stuff like that, or just waiting for almost like government stuff to happen is what I feel like. Even like you know, moving to a new place, you know, seeing if a house is going to go through, those sort of things, and you're just waiting on like you know, officials to kind of go, okay, this is good, you can go with it or not. But I feel like you're staying really positive with it, and I do feel like you guys are actually going to get a positive message from it. Here we go with the 5 of Swords again. So maybe there's been some conflicts for you guys here soon. This is air sign. This is change as well for you too. But seeing both of these cards, I feel that, like I'm saying, several of you are moving, making big changes in your life, and you're kind of waiting on a decision to come through from a higher up or something else. And this could be career also. But I do feel like it's going to be a positive thing for you guys. If you've been waiting, it's not going to be negative. You're going to get good news. It's just taken like time to come through, you know, the hierarchy of things coming down here. But I feel like it's going to be a positive thing, and that you don't have to sweat it right now. Like I said, I feel like it's kind of been like a difficult thing that's been happening, but it's going to turn out really positive for you guys. Yes, I did do Gemini. I'm so glad that Aquarius was, you said mind-blowing. Thank you. Oh, with the moving of the house. Yeah, the way I look at the cards a lot of times, and it'll come through like that. This is moving, this is what, and yeah, I feel like this, whenever I see the Emperor, this is moving to me. But definitely, even with Justice card too, I feel like you're waiting on the decision, like, okay, sign paperwork kind of thing, just like official stuff coming through too. But I like to break the cards down to where they're simple too, so anybody can read them, and that's why I think a lot of times I like show you guys, you know, okay, this is what I think about this kind of thing. But yes, it is working out for you, and I did feel, like I said, you're going to get a positive message. I just felt like there was some rockiness involved with it, but you don't have to worry about it. You can keep moving forward and know that it's going to turn out positive for you guys, which is really cool. Congratulations if you really are moving. That's cool. All right, I'm at my last sign, Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. And thank y'all for staying with me and watching. I appreciate y'all so much. Pisces, Zodiac, and Sun, Tropical Star. Okay. Yes, I kind of feel it too. That's what I was saying. I'm Pisces sidereal, but I'm on the cusp of Pisces tropical, and I've always kind of felt that anyway. And knowing on sidereal that it, you know, that's what I was, it made a lot of sense. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. I think it's kind of cool to actually compare both too, tropical and sidereal, and that's what I've been doing. And seeing how they both kind of fit into each other. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I second guess myself still, and I was thinking about this earlier, that a lot of times I try to not let like logic get in my head, and I just like allow intuition to talk, which kind of feels like sometimes that I'm just talking. But that is how intuition works. It doesn't come from the logical side of things. And it feels weird sometimes to do, I'm not gonna lie. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. But I feel like any of you guys can do this. I'm telling you, everybody's intuitive. They really are. And I actually recommend starting with tarot cards. It helps you understand how, you know, your guides are communicating with you through different signs and images and colors and pictures. You'll pick up all that. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Pisces will rule the world. We have the world in reverse. Ha, Pisces. It's like not quite right, not quite yet, right? We have the Justice card again. Ooh. I like that I'm getting like so many, you know, similar cards here. So we have the Six of Swords. For Pisces. So I feel like there's almost something that's being ignored. That you're trying to move away from, that you're trying to get away from, but you kind of have to make this like last decision, this thing that is coming through, and pay attention to it before it comes through heavy to me, you guys, as something that's being ignored, Pisces. But once you're able to actually look at it and see it, you're going to be able to move forward with it. And we have the Six of Swords here as the energy that is kind of like this is going to be an outcome that happens. But it is like, okay, you have to pay attention to it, you have to balance it. But I feel like this is a karmic situation that is happening to you guys also. You know, some of this I am seeing moving stuff as well too whenever I see the world, and do see anything with water. This could have to do with moving also. But I feel like it's time for you guys to make a decision. It's time for you guys to you know, trust yourselves is what it is. It's like you've been weighing this out for a long time and you just go, nope, I'm going to wait for something to happen, and that hasn't happened yet, and now it's coming down to you have to make this decision for it to work itself out. For, you know, if you're waiting on an outcome, it's not going to happen until you make the decision and allow it to happen, because it's really up to you. It's your world. And you're in control of it at this point. And I feel like this is a very karmic thing. I mean, we have the world in reverse and Justice card. Both of the, like, you're about to change some big things in your life, but it's going to take a weight off of you, I feel like, too. And a lot of times when we do make those decisions that are going to take a weight off of us, they actually feel the heaviest. And that's why it's important for you to actually do that, because it's going to free you from some other things. And I keep seeing the Six of Swords here, like you're being freed from it. You're going to be able to kind of pick up and move forward and know what you need to do at this point. But definitely don't ignore this anymore. If you have a decision that you're having to make, that you're ignoring almost, it is time to kind of look at it, make the decision, because I feel like the universe is pushing you in that direction. And a lot of times, if that is happening, it'll only make it seem scarier or be more resistant. Just other things will start to happen. So definitely pay attention to that if you do have that decision that you have to make. This is a big one that's going to impact your life, but it's also going to make you feel a lot better once you're able to do it and move forward and really start to grow. So I hope that resonated with y'all. It definitely can be a relationship decision, because when I see the Two of Wands, I mean, this is passion. This is something that, you know, you're like, okay, should I stay or should I go? Is what I feel like. But it does feel like something that's heavy, because you have been in the situation for a while probably, and, you know, dealt with it. You know, it's something that you're used to dealing with, and kind of going every day and going, you know what, I'll deal with that tomorrow kind of thing. Well, it is coming to the surface now, and it has to be paid attention to. But I do feel, I mean, make sure that resonates. You know, don't ever do anything unless it resonates. But, you know, look at what the potential is for leaving or staying kind of thing. Definitely want you guys to make your own decisions always, and follow your own intuitions. That's really important, I feel like, always. Hey, from Miami. Kasey, what? I know it is. Oh, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate your kind words and you guys spending time with me. I love it so much. I do. I enjoy it. So, my dear friends, I guess until tomorrow, we will speak again. And let me know if y'all ever need anything. You can find me on Instagram. I try to put all my links and stuff below. But I do appreciate y'all so much. And I hope y'all have a super blessed evening. Thank you.